Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Hitman Episode 3 on the GeForce GTX 950. If you wanna see how it runs on the GeForce GTX 750 Ti, check the description below, I'll left a link to that video there. And for FPS monitoring, I'll be using Cam. If you wanna learn how to use it, click on the top right corner of the video where the Cam logo is, or check the description below if you want to learn more. So Hitman Episode 3, I will start with 1080p. Then here, level of detail, we keep it on high until it's in SMAA, textures. Instead of normal like the previous episode on Sapienza, we'll keep it on low. Here we don't have enough VRAM. Then anisotropic filtering 16 times, SSAO on, shadow maps on high, and shadow resolution on medium. That's pretty much my best settings for 1080p on the GTX 950. So let's get into the game, shall we? Okay, so as you can see in here, there are a lot of NPCs. Pretty much the level is flooded with NPCs. I kept the textures, I kept them on low instead of medium like in the previous episode, since if I keep them on medium, the VRAM usage will go to around 2 GB and it won't go anywhere. I mean, the game won't go anywhere if my VRAM is at 2 GB usage, since it will run out of VRAM. You need more than 2 GB of VRAM in this level to keep the textures on medium. The previous level, Sapienza, and the first episode didn't have that problem with 2 GB cards, but now there is. So in this level you will need the textures on low, on the lowest, unfortunately. But at least it looks nice. Okay, so what's the problem? There are a lot of NPCs in this level. As you can see here, it's dropping below 30. Why, you might ask? Well, because I'm recording. When I'm recording, it doesn't drop below 30 at all. It's a 3 to 5 FPS boost without recording, so keep that in mind. In this part, I'm never dropping below 30 frames per second without recording. Okay, so as you can see, there are a lot of NPCs, as I said, that hammers the CPU, a lot of stress to the CPU. So this is the area, the most demanding area, and also this one. This area is also terribly demanding. I tested this too on the 750 Ti, and this part was terribly demanding. So this big section, I will show you in the map that I'm right now. As you can see in the map, I'm right here. So this whole section is the most demanding part of the level. The rest of the level is fine, no issues whatsoever. So yeah, the problem is here. Here and the big part with a lot of NPCs. Once I get in here, which is the part I have to get into, the game will run much better. As you can see, no issues in here. So that's pretty much how this episode runs. Whoa, I'm sorry. Gotta leave. I didn't know. I'm so sorry, sir. But yes, you can see this is that's the part, the most demanding part of the level. Then let's go into 900p, because why not? We like to test more resolutions. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I just put 4K. Yeah, this menu sometimes is a bitch. Alt enter. Another suggestion I forgot to tell you: use exclusive full screen. I think now it should work. There we go. Now the overlay showed up again, and I'm using the same settings, as you can see. Okay, so now if we go outside, yeah, we're not below 30 anytime soon here. As you can see on 900p, it's way better. But that was obvious. So yeah, once we get inside, no issues whatsoever again. What is this? Poison? No thanks. Oh, I have some intel by touching a tablet. How fantastic. Really? They just dropped the safe code on a toilet. They're fantastic people. Such fantastic people. But yeah, so far the game runs good. It doesn't run as good as Sapienza, but I mean the previous episode. But it's playable. That's what it matters. That's what matters, yeah. Alright, let's go into 720p. Alright, so 720p, the same settings. As you can see, we're still around the 30 to 40 frames per second range. And as you can see, the GPU usage is kind of low, 20% less, well, 20% less than it should be. Why? Because of the CPU. The CPU won't allow us to get better frame rates, since that means more CPU power needed to maintain higher frames. But we're not dropping below 30 frames per second. That's what matters. But yeah, the problem here mostly is both the GPU and the CPU. The CPU sometimes, like here, is limiting the GPU, so there's some bottleneck involved, even on the 750 Ti. So keep that in mind. But you can play the game just fine. I don't see any problem of playing the game like this. It's playable. That's what matters. I don't expect 60 frames per second anytime soon. Even higher end cards have the problems getting there. But yeah, that's pretty much what this level is. There's not much more to say about it. Let me see if I can get his clothes. Yeah, very, very discreet. Silent assassin. Okay. Who saw me? Oh, come on. Alright, that's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.